Did you get it? Did you get it?
Ooh. Oh, you told your boy.
Jessica, take off milk.
All right, my bad. I had to go live, man. Shit. I'm about to check my email in a minute. I'm about to check, see if I got it. But shoot, go ahead. Yeah, welcome to ROCT, man. Presents Make It Make Sense, man. Where we try to peel back the fat, man, until we get to the bone. We're gonna make this shit make sense, basically. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For real. So before we start off, man, we all see about the Derek Chauvin case, man. You know what I'm saying? He was found guilty on 3 counts. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them all for real. I know it's 3rd degree murder, 3rd degree manslaughter, and something else. What y'all inputs on that right there, man?
Hey,
y'all think we got
charge was 3rd degree cracker.
Y'all think we got justice on that?
I want to see the sentencing, homie. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how many years you give them.
Hey,
I know that was changed, though.
Man, they gonna run that
Absolutely.
You already know they're gonna run that shit.
He want to see the sentencing.
Yeah,
I want to see how much. Hang him.
Hey,
I'm with you, man. You could charge somebody all day. You turn around and give them 1 year and be like, man, we did what we were supposed to do. No, you didn't. So yeah, I'm with you. Like, just because people, a lot of us be so happy over the little small. Oh yeah, he got, man. We got to play the whole thing out. Don't just in the middle of the story be like, man, this is the best movie ever, and then you get to the end and be like, man, this shit horrible, because you got to let it play out.
Okay. Do you think justice was served?
Yeah, he got found guilty of the crime he committed.
See,
absolutely.
I like you, because that was a trick question. Now, whose justice was served? Because like they could just be like they said, I want to see the sentence. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Like, because I've seen a lot of cops convicted on shit, but they never really get time. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to 2 wise men earlier this week, and they like, if they run it a certain way, he ain't gonna do no more than the homies get for pounds. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do way less.
You already know. Let me say this. You already know the drug gang and the murder gang, 2 different things when you get convicted, right? You know what I'm saying? Nigga can throw the book at you, get convicted of 10 keys, right? Selling dope. You can get life behind it, nigga. You can go ahead and pop somebody, you can get 8 years. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not okay. That's really not fucking okay. Like, look, bro, it's 2 different games, bro. It's 2 different games. Like, if I murder a nigga, he didn't ask me for that. But if I sell a nigga an A, he asked me for that. 2 different fucking games, bro.
Facts. I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
You better lost them.
Just us understanding that, though, we already know that.
Whose system and rule are you under? Whose system and rule are you under?
Yeah, I was about to get to you, brother Amir. What you think? You think justice was served?
Let me first say this. I haven't paid any attention to the trial. I just know, what's been transpiring for the half, and just little bits and pieces of people's conversation and what they believe. All I'm saying is all of the murders and different things that happened over the weekend, just being shot and this and that. So I mean, let me say this. You always have to first look at yourself in the mirror and say, what have I done? Now let me say this. For the little sister and what's the name, dog, we 16, 17 and beyond, you know what didn't happen and what you can do, what's going to happen if you're black and you're charging at an officer with a knife. We know that. We shouldn't even have to do stuff like this to know that they're going to shoot us. We're not that white dude that's going to run up on the white police officer, stab him, punch him in the face, and still go into the prison system
out of all actuality on that incident, you know, she was about to stab the shit out of another chick, another black
I
chick.
don't feel sorry for her to be completely real with you, like especially if everything is true. You called the police and she still had a weapon.
Yeah.
Hey, if the police were taking too long to come and the shit instigated that fall,
Come on, Austin.
hey, I ain't the one to do that, make a move like that. But I'm saying I can understand somebody actually making a move like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she felt in danger or something.
Yeah. I mean, who knows when these chicks trying to run up? They said it was
Hey,
like
and I
3,
did
4
hear
people.
that was the second time they had tried to come put pause. Well, they got her the first time, and this was, I guess, was round 2. I guess, you know what I'm saying. So, but it's just unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unfortunate. Like,
Yeah.
But I guess if we look at the other dynamics like the Dante Wright, now that's blatant. These are other actions that are blatant to me. You know what I'm saying? Your taser.
Right.
You've been on the force all these years and you don't know a taser, a yellow taser from
Between a 40 cal.
Clock. Exactly.
40, you know what I'm saying?
even if you didn't look down, the weight difference.
Absolutely, my brother.
So.
That alone.
You went out, Amir.
I mean, bottom line, we got a gun culture out here. Shoot first, ask questions later. As long as the police is trained on that tip, man, it ain't never
Every
going to
day
get any better.
is a failed situation.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. I'll see what do you think that's sir?
Huh?
He said, "Do you think justice?"
You think justice was served?
I was saying, honestly, no. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's definitely not served. You know what I mean? Saying there's so much injustice. I mean, in his situation, the George Floyd case with the cop, he got found guilty. I want to see what the time gonna look like. I want to see him get at least 20 years of L. You know what I'm saying? And then I wouldn't be tripping. You know?
Okay. I
But
think
he
he
can
gonna
never
get
bring back
20.
life. It can never be justice. You
What
know?
about Brother Talent?
You said what?
You got to unmute Talent. Yeah, my bad. I unmute again. I hit my bad.
Oh, Brother Talent back. Brother Talent, justice was served.
Well, I mean, like his brother said, we don't know. Well, that's the first thing I said. What kind of sentence is he gonna get? And I was thinking that, he gonna get, because he got convicted of 3 different felonies, and I seen several holes in the case where he gonna probably serve 15 or 20 years, and he'll be able to get out. And he may even get out in less than that, because I always said that charging a person multiple crimes for one act is double jeopardy. And the murder case, he may be able to get that thrown out, but the manslaughter is gonna stick. So, like they're gonna give him probably concurrent sentences and the maximum on the manslaughter and so forth. So the manslaughters don't carry number, like sometimes 1 to 7 years, 10 years, and he could get the murders back and the other 2 charges and stay convicted of the manslaughter and serve 7 years. That's what I foresee happening. You know how they do it, just like with that guy that Trump sent to jail for all them years with the Derby, the guy with Stone, and he was out before Trump even got out of office. I think they sentenced him to like 30 or 40 years. So, I mean, was justice served? I don't know, man. Be honest with you, I don't know. It's relative.
J Cat. No, keep going, brother Sutherland.
Keep going, Tyler.
No, I mean it's relative in regard to how you consider really what justice is, because it's about time. It's about time, because under any other circumstances, it isn't took about what is it, about 5, 6 years of back-to-back video murders by police before any decision like this is handed down. So at least now, I think a message has been sent to law enforcement. If you want to talk about justice, that no longer will you get away with murdering people on tape and be able to slide by. So in that sense, yes, justice has been served, because a strong message has been sent to law enforcement, man, especially those undercover Klansmen, that you can't just, murder us like that and not pay some kind of consequences. Because I think for too long, up until this, even with this last one in Dallas, been too many people. They've been getting away with it, man. The girl the woman that shot the guy in Oklahoma, they've been getting away with it, man. So this is like the first that I know of real conviction. So let's hope justice has been served.
Well, I mean, honestly, you gotta understand, like, since this shit's been televised, like you was saying, from Trayvon to now, I mean, I don't think justice has been served, man. It's a lot of making up for them to do, man. It's more of a reform thing too, as well, that we need to deal with these folks, man. Because I mean, these cops is out of hand, man. This shit ain't stopping. Like, it ain't slowing nothing down. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit's happening regardless if they get convicted or not. They still gonna try to pull some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's a message. Yeah, I say it's a message, but is the message strong enough? You know what I'm saying? For these motherfuckers to realize what they doing, man. But shit, I don't know. Like I said, man, when it comes to the sentences too with this dude, man, I understand this dude probably gonna do like nigga 8 years, and he gonna be PC'd up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be out there in population like that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be PC'd up, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be able to touch him. He ain't gonna really be able to,
And he in Minnesota,
like
right?
he's supposed to. You say what?
He in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, he in Minnesota.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Under the circumstances, he gonna be treated like royalty in there.
Oh man, they racist motherfuckers up there, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he gonna be treated like royalty in there. What I mean by that is he gonna serve his time, but he ain't gonna be treated harshly at all.
no.
He gonna be treated. He gonna be treated real by the good old boy network. They're gonna make sure he gets something. The only reason why they don't is because they're gonna feel like they being watched. But boy, they gonna look out for that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I don't think justice has been served at all, but a message has been sent. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna roll with it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I like
Justice ain't been served, but a message been sent, because I don't even think he's gonna do 8 years. I think he's gonna do a hot 6.
Shit.
I think he's gonna do a hot 6. And for real, and if you look at it, I'm just gonna tell you why. Because all 3 that he was on, that they hit him with, they all gonna run concurrent. The top one is a felony. The other 2 ain't even felonies.
Yeah, they state.
They state. So they're gonna run them concurrent, give him 20. Now, yeah, are we gonna say he gonna follow by the rules? They gonna run him by the rules like they do the niggas and give him 80% of 20 years? I don't think so. He's not getting that. They gonna drop his shit down to 10, and he gonna get out like it's 6 for good behavior.
Man, because she can't do nothing when you in PC shit.
Exactly.
So he that's by default. You know what I'm saying?
To me, he ain't. It wasn't no justice served at all. It's just a message sent that, yeah, we'll give you a hot 5 to 8 if you kill a nigga. That's it. That's all.
Right.
That's just like girl and down. She walked into his apartment, smoked him, and got a hot 10.
Thank
know,
you. Thank you, Stacks. I was just about to say, the best way to like to measure that would be to see other cases. And Stacks, you just
no,
pulled it
check this
out
out.
and
I'm gonna
said
measure
that.
it for you. No, I'm gonna measure it for you. I'm gonna measure it for
Absolutely.
you. Check this out. A rapper named TK goes in this house with him and his homeboys and rob this dude and kill him. They gave that boy capital murder. That's the same thing that girl did.
Mhm.
Same exact thing. Why she didn't get charged the same exact
Talking
charge that
about
he got
you talking
charged?
about Botham John?
Uh,
The
yeah.
The
running
white
race,
cop?
whatever. You
Yeah.
know, that nigga and the white chick, because they basically did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Ran up in the house
Yeah, they
smoking
did the
motherfucker.
exact same fucking
You
thing.
know what I'm saying?
It's the same thing. So why in Texas they don't throw out man one like that? You know, they throw out capital murder. Period. You know what I'm saying? If it's intent to kill somebody, then you basically plan to did it, which she basically did.
Right.
It's capital murder. Period.
That is ridiculous, G.
She got 10 off that. She's probably getting out in about 2 years.
I
True.
mean, but when I seen that, I was like, oh man, this is all playing. This is playing right in our face. Anytime the judge comes from behind the her
Pit and to
stand
give her a
and
hug.
come and give the lady a hug. Oh,
Man, anybody
I
but
was outdone then. I mean,
I was like,
nothing else said to me that I can't stand who I am when I look in the mirror was that right there.
With that
I
right
hugged the
there,
person
boy,
that just
look.
shot my son, my brother, my son. That lady never said, that never played in her head that, man, that lady just shot my son, my brother, my dad, my son's friends. None of that ever arose. None of that to the judge. That lady that came behind the judge that came behind from this thing never said, "Man, this is somebody of my relatives or somebody of my people that just got murdered in cold blood."
That's crazy, boy.
Good.
That's crazy. I felt that was so good when I seen that though, boy. Went up there and I thought, oh my God. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and let's dip into this topic, G.
How am I gonna word it?
Let's go, Beige Rage.
Well, I just went with I named it better health choices, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. Are we gonna say better health choices for the black man?
for the black community.
Well, we can only
Okay,
speak.
black-
We
Well,
can only
people.
speak to
Okay.
what we
All
do.
right,
We the leaders in the
well,
house, so it kind of trickles down.
what is better health choices for the black community? And we're gonna start off with hold on. We're gonna start off with Brother Amir.
Well, that's a very touchy subject, and it's a
Sure
subject
is.
that I like. But and I don't really have an actual starting point, but what I like to say is just let me just say this. The number one thing that I believe in health is that people have to be aware. People have to be aware of it, and when I say aware of it, I mean aware of it from the standpoint of everything that you do to your body. For the most part, the average person, they do the physical outer work of the body. They go and clip their nails, get haircuts, go get facials, get their feet done, all type of stuff. But what rarely ever gets done is the cleansing of the inner part of the body. And when I say inner part, I mean everything from the blood, the kidneys, the liver, and then we be wondering why we got aches and pains and things of that nature. It's all from the colon, which is your second brain.
This dude go talking about me again.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, I can hear
the
me.
body,
My bad.
the body has two brains. It has your brain on your shoulder, and then it has your brain in your stomach, which is the gut, your second brain, which always things happen.
That's where
What
gut
you
feelings
say?
come from.
Exactly. But what do you say? You say, man, I got a gut feeling about something, because you get that queasiness, you get that uneasiness, and your stomach will let you know when your brain may not. So you got another functioning system that helps you be aware of things that's going on. And and that's why it's a major thing to keep it clean, to keep it cleansed, to detox, to not to give it a rested time. So it don't have to go, it get a resting process that we all need when we have to go and think about stuff. We need to go into solitude, if you will. And it's the same way.
I bet I got an article, man, from the CDC, right?
Right.
I'm about to share it, man. Yeah, see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is African American health.
African American health.
Right. It says African Americans are living longer, right? That's what it says. But it says the death rate of African Americans are declined by 25% over 17 years. All right, primarily those aged 65 years and older. Even with these improvements, new analysis shows that younger African Americans are living with or dying of many conditions typically found with white Americans at older ages. That's crazy. All right, the difference shows up to
Absolutely.
the difference shows that up to African Americans in their 20s, 30s, and 40s for diseases and cause of death. When diseases start early, they can lead to death early, right? So it says here that chronic diseases and some of their risk factors may be silent or not diagnosed during these early years. And you already know the cause of it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't afford it. Healthcare, niggas ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't believe in a doctor type shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially while you young. And I'm a victim of that myself. You know what I'm saying?
But the whole thing is, I can understand you not believing in them. But when you say, I don't believe in them, and then I'm not going to do the same thing what they're doing, they got a big old sign when you walk into their office and say, in practice. You're never in health at a standpoint where you know it all. If that's the case, you need to die then, because
exactly. That's why there's so many what they call rare diseases. You know what I'm saying? Like when it seems like some simple shit, you know what I'm saying? But they just can't figure out how to balance that in somebody's body. Like that's why they have that in practice. So like unless they're like super negligent, you can't sue them. You know what I'm saying? They'll just give you numbers of motherfuckers they tested that were not like you, that don't have your diet, that don't live like you, and they expect you to take that at face value, and that's not the fucking truth. So like, it's not like I know motherfuckers like they'll be like smoking gives you cancer. I know motherfuckers that lived until they was like 80 and 90 smoking, and they died because they choked on a peanut. You feel me?
But that's the anomaly though, because that's not what's happening to the
Yeah, that's
majority.
the exception to the rule.
We gotta stick to the number that's happening more frequent than not, than running to the side that's happening less than what's really going on.
That you right, and some people's immune systems is not that strong.
You know why it's not that strong? Because it needs to be strengthened, and the foods that we eat help weaken it.
Right.
And a lot of people say, oh man, I'm eating good, until you find out, until a real person that knows what you should and shouldn't be eating run up on you. And then you be like, wow, I'm not eating that good. You're not. A lot of us think we are. I see pictures with sisters be in a grocery store and they got all this stuff filled up to the top. And I said, it ain't one vegetable in there. It's all cancer. It's all chemicals. You turn over the package, and that's all you got is words that you can't even pronounce.
Hey, I'm gonna turn over. Like this. I like my bacon though.
Hey, like you said, real with y'all.
Out here in Houston, like the topic said, we're improving our health. So through these situations, we're not hitting people over the head with a sledgehammer, but what we are doing is we're trying to. Absolutely.
So I'm gonna keep it real. Out here in Houston, man, we do the local gardens, man. They really big on that. There's so many of these local gardens. Just grow your own food. Get these kids growing their own food. Just being touched in it. I mean, the vegan kick. I mean, it's not for everybody, but if you can cut back on the red meat, add them vegetables to your diet, man, that little steps make a huge difference. And I'm just
Absolutely.
speaking from just a culinary point of view. This as being a chef. I've been a chef for like 10 years, y'all. I'm trying to keep it real with you. These vegan restaurants, the top restaurants, it's mainly just about going to the source and just getting locally made stuff, man. Grow it yourself if all possible. I know it's not everybody can do it, but 5 people in the neighborhood, 3 people in the neighborhood. I mean, y'all in Kansas City, or some of y'all in Kansas, some people in other places. I got yards out there like that. I mean, in Texas, we got yards, we got open space too. That's why we're able to do them little yard gardens and stuff like that. But I'm saying, man, grow some of your own vegetables. The deep diet. I'm saying, first thing's health is what you put into yourself. So I feel like that's just like the most important thing to really just we as a community have to be better on. I mean, our soul food is garbage. You know what I'm saying? In most cities, what we consider soul food, it's like, nah, man, that's not what we need to be consuming on a day. But
Absolutely.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely not on a daily, but I'm still gonna eat that shit.
yeah, yeah,
But another thing is it's not just eating it. Sometimes it's okay to eat it in moderation, depending on what we're talking about. But
Yeah.
the
All
thing
right.
is not just eating it, but being able to detox it from your body once you've eaten it.
exactly.
Mhm. You
Exactly.
have to detox. You have to detox, man. That's
You
a
have
key, man.
to.
We'll see, you know, and that's a good subject because maybe we could throw some detox out there for people to check into.
Yeah.
You know
Hey,
what I'm
I get
saying? Because some
one,
people might not know how to detox.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, I got one that I use. My homie Real, he put me on, man. It's called Smooth Move, man. It's a tea, and it's a detoxing tea. And what it does is it gathers all that stuff that been sitting on your stomach, all the bullshit, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it moves that shit on out, bro. And it just cleans your stomach and it detox your stomach and it works, man. Like that motherfucker do wonders. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you need to clear your schedule?
6 hours. Just know 6 hours is coming.
Okay.
6 hours is coming. Just know
Listen,
that. So hey,
let
do
me
it going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You wake up, then you be cool.
Ah,
You know
nah,
what I'm
nigga, I ain't about to fuck my bed up. You
Nah,
gotta
it'll wake you up. Don't worry about it. It'll wake you up. It'll wake your ass up, boy.
hey, bathroom, nigga.
Nigga, shit, gotta go. You know what I'm saying? For
Hey,
real.
but I was about to say another thing is most of us anyway need to be going to the bathroom. Most of us don't go to the bathroom regular because the food that we eat don't promote that.
Right.
The
Right.
food that we eat, the majority of the food that the most of us eat on a regular basis don't promote us going to the bathroom. So we don't go to the bathroom 3 times a day. We don't go to the bathroom for
I
every
do.
meal that we actually eat, unless
I
you
be
eat.
dropping bombs.
Yeah, I mean, I got a routine too. Like when I first wake up in the morning, that's when my bowels is ready to go. So because it's on a routine. That's when you're
Right.
supposed to. Because why? Because you stopped eating at night, you went to sleep, and now you woke up to break your fast, break fast from you not eating and drinking through your 8 hours or whatever. Even though we don't get 8 hours, most of us, but that's your breaking of your fast. So when you wake up, the first thing that you should do is what? Grab tea. Yeah. Coffee? No. Anything else? Juice? No. Water. Water activates the organs. That's the first thing that you should do is drink water. Room temperature.
Yeah, that's the deal I gotta work on because I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a coffee head, bro. I get up to the
Yeah, and
coffee
I love
pot,
ice
you know what I'm
coffee,
saying? And you
especially in
know,
the morning.
boy, like I don't even put nothing. And that's the thing too. You have to put something on your stomach though before you even drink coffee, before you mess with coffee, because coffee could tear the lining of your stomach up so bad just drinking it by itself. And I be trying to tell myself, like, okay,
Wow.
just eat a piece of toast or eat, you know what I'm saying, a piece of something, you know what I'm saying, just to go ahead and put something down there to when you drink that coffee, it ain't tearing you up as bad. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Another thing I'll just say this is Jay.
Mhm.
Start the morning off with that. Let the first 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, just drink that water first. and then let it, let it, or let the water run its course and opening up your organs and stimulating them and activating them. And then after that, go, hydrate yourself before you go into dehydrating yourself, because you already just woke up from not drinking and eating for that time. You're already dehydrated, if you will.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's cool. That's good, man. Yeah, I mean, we all need to work on health, bro. Like, cause it's a major factor. We getting older, you know what I'm saying? And like, even just that little article I read, that's in our time frame, you know what I'm saying? As us being young, man, and we tearing our bodies up, especially from when we went through as we was younger. Cause you know what I'm saying, we all know we was out there drinking and drugging and doing the worst to ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And like tearing our shit up. You know what I'm saying?
I just grew up.
You just threw up?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I agree with you, bro.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, like certain things you gotta
cause that's just stupid, bro. Like, man, Austin.
I think he gone.
I think he dropped off. He'll probably come back.
Oh, okay.
He got the link.
Hey, one day when he in here, I'll tell y'all about the first time I did acid.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? And I was a buck, but let me tell you,
really on like, those drugs for real, man.
Hey, nah, just on some real shit. I got to, like, okay, so I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan by nature because of my age, right? And I had a lot of Dragon Ball Z like posters, and I had a blanket on my bed. So, I hit the acid. I'm probably like 15, 16. Yeah, no, I'm 16 because I should have been at work, but I kicked it with my nigga, and this is what we ran into. But anyway, I watched my whole room fight. That shit was crazy. Fucking crazy. So yeah, we definitely like they need to get a hold of that shit. Definitely. Get a hold of that shit. Like,
but what you got to understand is if you still got this, if you can think and you got your motor skills and everything, the body is the most resilient tool that the creator has ever created. Listen to me. It's the most resilient tool that you can break a leg and bones and different things, skin, and it'll grow back. You just have to give it the right things, nourish it the right way. And there's nothing like my other number one thing. You can cure any disease except death. So there's nothing that they can come with me and say it can't be cured. The only thing that is death. Outside of that, everything can be cured. Everything can be healed. Let me say that. Let me not use cure, but let me say everything can be healed. The body resilient. That's how the creator made it. For it to be able to, like a rubber band, to be able to snap back from cancer to whatever. You just have to know how to do it and discipline yourself to know, man, that dude just gave me a 4. He just gave me a sentence. That day he give you the sentence, that process can start right then and there. Right then and there.
That's fact.
Without having to be in fear of, oh no, you have to say this, I can overcome this and I can do it. Healing, people don't understand, man. Healing is a beautiful thing to see somebody in a condition where they bent over, tucked over on their deathbed, and then they can come back and they like, man, look, man, I feel, man, like new money. I feel totally different now. It's you can tear something down, but to raise somebody back up from the dead and see, you know what I'm saying? It's priceless. It's priceless.
Yeah, it is priceless, man. And one thing is water is the key too, bro. Like
absolutely.
Water it's a very good source of fucking regenerating yourself. You know what I'm saying? And especially the type of water we drink. I forgot what I was watching, man. It was showing like the acidity in the water, right?
Yep.
And they showed that like Dasani and Aquafina and waters like that, it was more acidic than drinking a pop. You know what I'm saying? It was
absolutely.
It was water. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That certain waters you drink could really be harmful for your body. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And
People,
one thing, yeah, go ahead.
no, I was
Hey.
just about to agree with you. Like people are going to the store and see Aquafina and this and that, and be like, "Oh, I'm doing good. I got a 2 gallons of this water." You drinking 2 gallons of acid. That's why I mean, you drinking 2 gallons of something harmful to you. That it's better off if you just had a little, little cup of 8 ounces of something
That you ain't supposed to be having, but you can't even feed that to your plant. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Your plant wouldn't even take that. So you got one thing that I understood that, like, if you said if your body is 70% of water, man, your pH in your water should be at least at 7.3
7 or higher. Seven or higher.
7 or higher. You know what I'm saying? So your body can absorb it better. It's supposed to be better at room temperature, so your body can absorb it faster. You know what I'm saying?
And
that's
another.
You want it to kind of be at the same temperature as your blood.
Yeah, as your body temperature. Like another thing is mainly what it is a lot of times we eat fried food. We eat all types of foods, but a lot of times we eat fried foods, and what we get a cold ass soda or a cold ass water. And what does water cold does to fried foods and grease? It hardens it. That's the wrong thing to do. So that's why your water should be at room temperature, and it changes your your blood pressure and stuff. But
yeah, because this cold water is a shock to your system, man, for real.
It is a shock.
And your body doesn't react to it like it should, just drinking water at room temperature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, so it's a lot of important things. Vitamins as well, man. Vitamins is something that we should be into. Like, that's one thing. Like when the pandemic started, right? This was crazy. When the pandemic started, man, the toilet paper aisle was empty, but the vitamin aisle was fucking full. Like everybody was worried about wiping their ass and trying to stay healthy or better their immune system or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody fucked up, but niggas ain't taking the right precautions to really kind of, oh shit, nigga, let me go ahead and get myself ready for whatever, you know what I'm saying, the world has to offer me after being sick, you know what I'm saying? And that was kind of odd to me, man, because like vitamins is a key to at least helping.
Let me say another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It's only been as a mass movement of everybody being in on it. It's only been like 2 or 3 generations that even think like that, bro.
To think like what?
Well,
the vitamin.
Well, I mean, it ain't even 2 or 3 generations. It's not having a panic thought. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, why you worried about wiping your ass so much? You can take a shower, my nigga. Worry about getting healthy. This is packing. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
This is
bro,
common sense,
but,
though.
But everybody don't think like you, though.
But this is common sense, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is
common sense is not common, G.
I know that. I say that a lot, bro. I say it a lot, bro. It's not common, but it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand like the whole toilet paper thing. Like why is everybody running toilet paper? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why ain't nobody like really running like to canned goods and preservatives and vitamins and shit?
Shit is really gonna help you.
That's really gonna help them in the long run. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even getting fruit or anything to eat for the next couple of days or whatever, that can stall. I mean, it's a lot of shit, bro. That, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people weren't thinking.
Why was they going to the toilet paper?
They was worried about wiping their ass.
They was promoting that it was about to run out. Is what I think. They put that shit in their head, bro, because they didn't want you to get healthy for the virus. Like the media had an agenda of, we want the numbers to go up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, on some real ass shit, and like, I usually don't even like. I probably told you this story, but like, I just don't tell people this story. But like, bro, I had that shit before they knew. You see what I'm saying? And this is how I know. Every condition that they put out there, I had. Right? I'm getting ready to check out of the hospital. They like, hey, we want to run a couple more tests. right? All right, cool. So I let them run the test, all that shit. They like, where your discharge papers? I give them to them. I never see those particular papers ever again. On the first set of papers, it said I had pneumonia, right? They give me prescription, all that shit, right? So when I first get there, they give me like the flu test. They took some blood and they gave me a breathing treatment, right? They come back, they like it's pneumonia. They give me my discharge papers. They're getting ready to let me go, but then they like, hey, we want to run vitals on you again. So I'm like, all right, cool. So then they see that like basically my heart's beating at like, let's just say 80%, and I'm getting like what was they saying? Like 22 to 33 or some shit like that percent oxygen out of my heartbeats. You see what I'm saying? So they're like basically like, I mean, you only getting like 2/3 of your oxygen. Like you should stay. I'm like, nah, you already discharged me. They're like, nah, if you leave, they're like, we need you to sign this paper because if you go home, you're probably gonna die. I'm like, bullshit. Talk to the wife, of course. I stay. So when they discharged me a couple of days later, they put on there cause of what is it called, admission, or the reason they kept me unknown. My first papers clearly said I had pneumonia because when I first get my papers, they're like, I pass them to her. You know what I'm saying? Like I looked at them, I'm like, oh yeah, because I got a history of that shit. So I'm like, yeah, I know this is possible. I give them to her. She sees the same thing, but then they ask for them back. And then when I get completely discharged, unknown. You know how much blood they took from me, bro? How could you not know?
Hey, well, saying that then, let me say that since you went through that, would you be anti-vax or pro-vax when it comes to that deal?
I just gotta see.
What the hell you mean you gotta see?
Well, see, because Johnson & Johnson already didn't kill 6, right?
They got 6 bodies already?
Hey man, let me say this about Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson is not a reputable company to be that none of us should even hold in no esteem. No, hold on. Let me finish. That we shouldn't hold them in high esteem at all. They got a world-class talcum powder lawsuit that they didn't gave cancer to, and now you allow them to make some damn a vaccine. You haven't even proven yourself with fucking powder. So you already should be screwed. I mean, should be sued. You should be restricted from even making a vaccine.
Now I was talking. Hey, now I'm on that. That's exactly my point, right? So
can I add?
Go ahead,
get a chance.
Go ahead, brother.
Just to follow up on what Amir said about hold on, I take that back. I was about to get them confused with SC Johnson and Johnson & Johnson. They're 2 different companies. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let me get back in what I was doing.
Oh, you good.
I'm sorry. I got companies mixed up.
Oh, you good, brother. What I was about to say, so dealing with the fires, you know what I'm saying, with all these theories that's going on and being talked about, do you believe any of them are true?
One more time.
Do y'all believe any of the conspiracy theories are true behind like Pfizer? Hold on, man. Behind Pfizer or Moderna or anything like that? You know what I'm talking about, like all the hype that's going on. Because I mean, you know how the black community think. You know what I'm saying? We take something, we run with it, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Well, what are they trying to say about those particular companies? Because I've only heard bad shit about Johnson and Johnson.
Oh yeah, Johnson & Johnson, I'm not with 100%. I mean, honestly, let me say this. Let me give you my input on how I feel about vaccines, period. Right.
And then I'll give you mine next.
Okay, cool. That'll work. All right. So in my deal of dealing with vaccines, especially with the black community, we have a shaky relationship with the government and vaccines. You know what I'm saying? Dealing back to the experimentations, right? So that right there kind of put a foul taste in our mouths, you know what I'm saying, dealing with these vaccines. But we also deal with vaccines that are proven to work too, and that has been mandated by law for us to take them. And we take them to this day, right? And shit, when you was born, you took vaccines, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even to this day, to the chickenpox vaccine, on how well that worked. Do you see chickenpox now?
I have not.
Have you seen measles?
I have not.
Because they turned
a couple years ago, I thought I heard about a measles case.
A measles case was about to break out, but they did tighten that up. That's facts. I did hear about that.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So this is why I'm kind of up against the wall on it. So we got shit that's proven to work, but you got this vaccine that dropped. Let's say they knew about it back in December, right? They've been working on the vaccine probably since March, right? And they got one within a year. You know what I'm saying? A vaccine on the shelf ready to roll within a year. You know what I'm saying? That right there is kind of crazy, because if you look at the phases on how a vaccine works, you know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, this is what's called a herd experiment, right? It's a herd experiment. This is where you give the masses out something that's not really proven to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not killing motherfuckers, but we don't know the side effects, the long-term side effects from 3 years to 5 years to 10 years down the line. We don't know the side effects that's going to happen with the kids. You know what I'm saying? This is all so rushed and so fast. So this is why I'm like really up against the wall on it. I'm with vaccines that especially mandated that we take, that protect us, that actually does work, and it doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
It has research behind it.
Yeah, and it has research behind it and shit like that. But we dealing with a vaccine it deals with the RNA. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a lot of shit like with this vaccine that I'm not like 100% with. But I'm not like an anti-vax.
Vax, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you respect production and facts and numbers, and there's none behind this.
Facts. And it's just, you know what I'm saying, like dealing with the virus by itself, you know what I'm saying?
It's weird as fuck.
It's weird as fuck, bro. Like, yeah, it's a tough deal. Go ahead, bro.
Let me just give my perspective, and everybody, and that's a great thing that everybody's on here to give their perspective on how things went for them. Now, last year, I had 2 little episodes last year where I did feel like crap. I was working on stripping this floor with a friend of mine for a couple of days. One of them days, I was like, man, I know for a fact I got this COVID. I know. I didn't go to the hospital. I didn't go to the doctor or none of that. But what I did was when I went home, the very first time, because a lot of times I pay attention to my body. So a lot of us will get that little scratchiness and we'll get that uneasiness in our body, and we like, oh, here it comes.
Here it comes,
coming on.
Here we go.
And so I come home and I go into my, tricks of the trade on what I do. And I go and grab a couple things. I go and eat some raw garlic, from the clove. I peel it, and I eat like 2 bulbs of garlic, not like the pieces, like the whole bulb of it.
Yeah.
I'm just peeling it off as I'm working. You know what I'm saying? As I come home, I'm making my stuff, my tea, and different things, flooding my system. I'm not even eating like food because I can't even really eat at this stage. I'm just like I'm flooding my body with liquid, with water and tea, water and tea, water and tea, and I'm eating the garlic, and I got some other stuff. Man, I tell you, like the next day I went to work, I felt better. I didn't feel like it was gaining momentum. I felt more like it was being stagnated and it stopped like, and I needed to send it in reverse. So the next day I did go to work and I took a bulb of garlic, I took some fruit and some water, and that's what I ate the whole day. And that's what I ate on the whole day. And I promised to God, like within them 2 days or within them about a 3-4 day span, I was back to normal. Like I literally I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel like nothing was lingering. But once again, that's what garlic does. It's an antiviral, antibacterial. And if you're dealing with a virus and you have viral, that is the offset of what it is. Now you just have to get it into your system, pumped into it. You have to continuously keep inserting it into your system, into your bloodstream, into your existence, and it's going to do its job. As long as you don't mix it with no high fructose and all these colors and sodas and all this old weird craziness, death, what I call it, you will get better. I don't know nothing else. You will get better. I didn't say cure. I said you'll get better. And I got better. I don't have any lingering nothing. I'm just saying this is what my approach was. And this
Brother
is how
Mir. Brother Mir, nah, garlic does work. They even had a study of how garlic, like how, because you know cancer is like a living whatever, a living object or whatever. I mean, organism, correct, King, appreciate it. And they was putting garlic towards it and it was running away from it.
Absolutely.
Hey,
that's what it does. Yep, absolutely. That's what garlic does.
So I totally agree with that. No, you could. My bad for cutting you off. I just had to.
Oh no, that was a good point. You ain't cut them off. You added to it.
No, matter of fact, yeah, Gary, what's your input?
Mine, I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm not. I go both ways. I go both ways because, like you like the syphilis, all that stuff. I always look in that, and I always look in with my sense. Like I'm not gonna take something that's brand new. To me, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even a whole year. You know what I'm saying? It was like 9.5 months. So either you had this already on deck or you just made this out of your ass. That's how I look at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and one of the go ahead, bro. My bad.
So, no, you good, bro. So me personally, like I have had vaccinations as a child, and I have had my kids vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? So, and I have like my wife, she has no.
Oh, you breaking up? Go ahead.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
That my wife, she has no. That ain't me.
Ain't you?
Hell no.
I'm not breaking up.
Oh, Amir, that probably was you.
Yeah, I ain't even saying
yeah.
him.
But
you just had a little static. That's all. Ain't nothing too much. It was a little static. I'm gonna mute you. If you got something to say, just go ahead and unmute yourself. That's cool.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
She has no immune system, so she has to get vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? She has to have something.
She has no immune system.
No immune system.
That's scary.
Yeah. So I have to be proactive in a lot of things. Now with my health, I'm not good with my health. No, I don't eat healthy. I don't do that. But I do go into protocol when I do get sick. Because I was a sick kid and all that. My kids are sick kids, everything. So I do go into protocols with hot lemon water, all type like tea. I don't drink tea, but I make my kids drink tea. all of that. It's a lot of stuff. I forgot that it's not blueberry. What is that stuff called? It's an immune system, helps your immune system, Asperry or something like that.
Mhm.
It's something like I had to look it up and find it for y'all and let y'all know.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm real
El-
big trying to keep your
elderberry.
elderberry, my guy. Thank you,
Mhm.
appreciate it. And but I'm real big on trying to keep your immune system strong. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think the key is, and it's a lot like bro Amir said. It's a lot of home remedies that you can do to keep your immune strong without going to the doctor. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? But I'm not that type of nigga that like, yeah, if I'm sick enough, I'm going to the doctor.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah. I ain't
saying?
against that shit either.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like I'm both, I'm on the fence, like 'cause like I said, I seen what the government done to black people and other people trying to, make them lab rats and shit, and that shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
So I'm like on the fence. It's just how it's presenting, how it's moving. Johnson and Johnson, though, ain't that the same motherfuckers that did baby powder?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
sir. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I know they
Hey,
cause breast.
I mean, they got their nerve
exactly.
on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So
Hey,
that's
Stacks,
foolish.
Stacks, I want to
Yeah.
piggyback off of what you said right quick. Uh, what was you just said about
Austin, you back?
Yeah.
what'd you
I
just say,
told that.
Stacks?
Which one? I'm be high, bro. I
Uh,
don't even.
He said, "I'll be honest."
it was something that I was about to piggyback off of what you said.
Hey,
Oh,
he
well,
he
no,
be high too. That's why he can't remember.
what I was about to say was this. I do, but yeah. What I was about to say was this. Don't get me twisted to ever believe that I think that me taking some garlic is going to heal if I get a broken leg. No, I'm going to take my black
No.
ass to the hospital. Now, I just want to make a disclaimer
Oh
on
no,
that.
no,
You know what
no,
I'm
You
saying?
man,
No,
know,
no,
no.
no.
We knew what you
we
was saying,
understood that.
man.
No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no,
Why'd
no, no,
you
no.
even do that? You didn't even have to
No,
do that. We knew what you was
no,
saying.
no, Mr. Kane and brother, everybody. We're not just speaking to ourselves. We're talking amongst
Oh,
ourselves in this group. But if anyone decides to look at this, other people's perspective will say, he think he's so much no herb. But what if he get a broken leg? He gonna put
Yeah,
garlic
man.
on
They will
it.
put some shit like
No,
that.
exactly. So I'm just giving a
But
I got you. I
disclaimer
got you.
about
but
people
brother,
that's watching this to let them know that if my bones start sticking out my skin, believe me,
You
I'm
going to
not
the
gonna be
hospital?
exactly. I'm not
no,
ignorant
yeah,
enough to think that garlic or some type of home
I
remedy is gonna
told,
remedy that.
I totally agree with that. But there's also remedies for broken legs and stuff with
Yeah,
plants.
it's called the hospital.
Nah, nah,
Well,
you right.
well, no. Stacks is right, but I think when we start getting to a green stick, and I tell you, my bone is sticking through my leg,
You're
it's no
done.
garlic that's going to be able to remedy that. I need to just take myself to the hospital at this point.
Yeah, you're done.
There's certain things with the body that we could maintain and manage on our own, but when it get out of hand, bro, it's
Yeah, you definitely
Absolutely.
need some
nigga, you
help,
ain't
Right.
man.
curing stage,
Fuck
you know what I'm
around.
saying, for cancer and shit, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You probably had to go get some help. But I mean, to
I'm not going
prevent it,
there for that. I'm not going there for that either. I'm just,
yeah.
I'm just not going there. Believe me. I
Yeah,
wish
bro,
they
But
that
would. I
radiation.
wish they would tell me that tomorrow, and you'll see. Like, damn, this dude right here, he went on a
but
3 month fast. Damn.
but check this out. There's also uh things in your brain that also heals you too. That leaks in your brain that heals you
Absolutely.
too. When your
Absolutely.
brain start telling yourself that you are hurt or you are sick. You know
The
what I'm saying?
placebo effect.
Like I think I was telling y'all this last time. When I stopped smoking weed, I detox myself. I don't have to go get them drinks or no none of that. You know what I'm saying? I go to bed, I tell myself I'm done smoking, and I start sweating like crazy. I'll be scared sometimes, like, man, what the fuck? Like, is this it? But yeah, bro, I start sweating and start detoxing myself. It's always mind over matter, bro.
Yes,
And you
sir.
Oh yeah, hey,
always
brother
gotta
Talene, go ahead, brother Talene.
Oh, my bad, brother. Yeah.
No, he unmute yourself, bro. Go ahead,
Yeah,
bro.
I wanted to show. I wanted to.
You there? Damn.
Now I will say, if he got his headphones or one of them little things in it, maybe having a little bit of problem with that thing or something.
No, I knew.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. No, I knew Talene was working, so I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, whenever you wanted to interject, he could do himself. But go ahead, bro.
Well, I was trying to share something with you about informed consent,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna get back to that and kind of piggyback on what you said earlier about the history of vaccination, and I had this conversation with Amir previously,
Mm-hmm.
and that's that, man. They got, their history go all the way. It's biological warfare, first of all, and we gotta classify for what it really has been against us in America. And before us is, it go back as far as with the Native Americans, the last ones that they knocked off. They used smallpox in the
Pops, yep.
blankets that they gave them. And so they made a movie about it. I forgot the name of it, and they wrote a book about it. It's got a name. I forgot the name of it. Slips my mind now. But something about the last walk over Ruby Ridge or some stuff. But they killed the last of them people, and they knew this knowingly, right?
Mm-hmm.
They knowingly, man, and like what's her name? Sarah Lack. They've been using this lady DNA to cure diseases and using her to study the human DNA genome for the last 100 years.
Yeah,
They gave.
They just,
Hey,
They gave her
Oprah did a whole
gave
little,
gave her family no compensation or
Ain't
nothing.
gave her family a dime.
but Oprah did a whole thing about it because they wrote a whole episode on her show about it, and they wrote a book about it and everything. Her name was Sandra Lax, I think, or something like that.
Henrietta Lacks.
Henrietta Lacks, yeah.
Henrietta Lax.
Yeah, her
That's her
DNA
name.
is literally all across the world right now.
And they did this, man. And listen, whenever they tell you, like whenever I hear like those weird facts, like a person can only live for so long without water or without air, or how long you need this, I always imagine that they used us as a guinea pig to test that. You understand?
Because we the
Because
strongest race.
well, no, but because the doctors is a known history of medicine in America where they used slaves as guinea pigs in the 1700s to do. I'm talking about, and they chop women up in the laboratory, man. They've been all of that, like them studying the human body. That's them studying us. They cutting us up alive. They got history of this. This is their history in America.
That's
Well,
facts.
but to be fair, and I hate doing shit like this, but
They haven't been fair. How you gonna be fair? We haven't been treated fair.
No. What I'm saying is they did it to them too, because that's how they know that we're better than them, and that's why they hide so much shit from us and make us look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they understand, like, if it ever came down to physical shit, even mental shit, they really can't handle us. Like, so that's where the manipulation comes in. Is all I'm saying. Is how I feel
Okay.
about it.
And to continue on with what I was trying to get at was just that it's a history. If you go back and it go with the syphilis and it's things that we know about, and this is what I always use as a yardstick to gauge things. Is like if it's like when you're dealing with somebody who's been lying to you, if you lie, it's like when you open up and realize that, hey man, all this time you've been lying to me about that, and what else you been lying to me about? Okay. And so if I find out about these things, You understand? It's just like when you find out that, hey man, it's a percentage of people who do X, Y, and Z. You know that there's a margin of error, okay? And there's a margin, like they say, it's 400 serial killers operating right now in the United States, according to the FBI. So that's a lot of serial killers, man. And but we only know about a couple of them, a handful of them every 10 years, every so often. Okay, every 5 years one pop up. But it's 500, 400 of them running around at any given time. And they catch you like they caught that black dude in Kansas who killed all these women after he done lived a full life of murdering people. Okay, so my point just being that they do things that we don't even have a clue of what they doing. Okay, and second of all, now I'm getting back into what we were saying about the vaccination. There's a video, man. If y'all ever get a chance, and I'll share this with Amir as well. It's called it's a season of you can look it up on YouTube. It's called America Unearthed, where a guy he did an episode on there where he interviewed the guy about the Denver airport and the connection with the Masons and the connection with the stone monument in Georgia with all those things about lowering the population down to 500 million people and all these rules, right? And how much it cost and the mysterious people who was behind it and so forth. But this was the episode. Where in that episode, dude said how they was gonna bring about world domination was that they first was gonna introduce either a epidemic or a pandemic, or they're gonna some way to issue martial law. Okay, and it's just weird and strange when you go back and watch that video that these are the things that are going on. I myself, I know how they operate. I spent time in prison, and in that time, whenever they raise fences, they never bring them down. You know, like they like in the 90s, they raised they in the interior, the yard used to be open, but then they started breaking all the housing units up in sections with fences because of the gang members that started coming in, and they started controlling the movement. And only when all the housing units used to come out together, now you can only be out for a certain period of time each unit, and they never retracted that, and they never retract. They never go backwards. Okay,
Brother Thailand, did y'all take vaccinations in jail, in prison?
They did. When we first get there, they call it the Reception and Diagnostic Center. I don't particularly remember it, but I'm pretty sure they did. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that I remember, but I'm pretty sure if they did it, they did it. If there was a way for them to do it, they did it because they up until the year I showed up, maybe a year or two before I showed up, they had a guy, they called him Goldfinger, and he would check your prostate by sticking his thumb up your behind. And every guy who went through prison talked about this guy, right? And they called him Goldfinger. And so they had some barbaric things going on, and I don't put and see that's another thing. They use prisoners and inmates as guinea pigs. These things is not a joke. So like when you see, I was just tripping on this here lately this week. I said, man, you know, they never go back to releasing things going back normal. Like they said next year, the kids are all going back to school. That's what they told me about my daughter, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. I said, yeah, everything's not going back to normal though. Everybody thinks listen, if things go back to normal, that's good, but I doubt it. When I say normal, I'm not saying that the movement. I'm saying, listen, listen. Understand this from the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
This was a handed down mandate, man, that was bigger than Donald Trump. That none of us seen. He didn't even know what was going on. But that was a global director from a global entity. Who that entity is, we don't know. But somebody called that down and said, man, the world is on lockdown. And Trump was saying, huh? If you recall it rightly, you'll remember Trump didn't even really know what was going on. He didn't take it seriously because it was over his head. He wasn't in the loop, so to speak. And I don't want to, all the time, but that's just some of the stuff I was
Oh no, go ahead,
thinking
OG.
about for these vaccines. And not that I'm not really like, I avoid them if I can, because I have a sense about them that is, you don't never have my intentions at heart. Okay. And another thing is, I found it mysterious that I found it mysterious that you got senators and vice presidents coming and people running for election coming out taking shots. You got, oh look, I'm taking a shot. I don't know what you're taking, but why you so strongly trying to convince me to take it? And then why are you paying me to stay inside? Not only that, it's different when you go back and you find people who done already shared this blueprint, that this was a part of the model that the people who are controlling the world, talking about establishing a new world order, that this is a part of their plan. So when this don't sound strange to the people who already knowing, like, man, they knowing that, wait a minute, they gonna come with a pandemic. This is going to enable them to establish martial law. In effect, we really do got a form of martial law. They established it the first 3 months of COVID. They eased it up a little bit and more so, but we broke it in for it now. You understand? That was a first run. That was a first run. That's how they do it, man. I promise you, everything I've seen in prison and how they operate, how the administration operate is what they do in prison first, they emulated in society. Okay? They control, they restrict your movement. Then you start to ask yourself, why would they do these things? Then you have to go back and look at the time right before the pandemics began. And it had nothing to do with Trump. It had to do with things like, you got to understand, they don't control the Bitcoin. And then not only is there Bitcoin, there's like about 10 different other currency exchanges that are taking place. And so now the whole dynamic of the power structure has to be reshuffled. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, once the masses start waking up, that there's a new power structure, that the Federal Reserve don't call shots no more, then you start to understand why they paying you to stay in the house. Why they want you inside. Because once you wake up that you really are truly free, and Bitcoin and things like that, they haven't found a way to enslave you with it. Like at first the internet was to free you, but now they found a way to enslave you with it. You see, they turned it on their head. So they using this time. I told them I knew about Bitcoin 10 years ago, and I thought about when they were saying in 2008 investing in it. And I said the only reason why I didn't invest in it, I said because the government is not gonna let that last. That's a threat. That's a national security threat. But I didn't understand the global impact of the internet as far as how this is outside of any one nation's jurisdiction, because you can pinpoint the internet. You understand? And so people were able to create a new world, these all alternate realities. This is where they at. They always looking at the future. We always caught up in being reactionary in what they talking about right now. And we just caught up in the present. And they talk to us in that moment from the prison because they know that's all we thinking about right now. Give them a little money right now. Huh? Give them $1,400. Have them sitting around waiting on it. Have them sitting around, well, that's the top topic of the news. Nobody's thinking no more out here.
Well, yeah, I was about to get to that because it's kind of funny how like when you said Bitcoin and you're dealing with that, they're trying to bring everything together because Bitcoin throws the whole thing. But it's kind of crazy that they now adopting Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? The banks are now adopting Bitcoin.
It's connected because they got a chance to regulate it now.
But it's going to be hard
Bring
to
them
regulate.
in.
I mean, that's something that I don't think that could be regulated, honestly, unless the creators of Bitcoin, Dogecoin, lithium, and all that other shit, they will go ahead and say, okay, fuck it, we'll go ahead and get on the stock market and you can just trade us like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
do anybody know that?
What's up?
Do anybody know that white dude name that he be in the suits? They say he a billionaire, but I see him on TikTok. He always cussing. He
Which
be like,
one?
you think you fucking old white guy, but they be interviewing him. Sometimes they be having look, and he always cussing. He be like, you think you're fucking smart? You need to get off your ass and do such and such and such. You put your fucking mind in, not the guy, the young guy, the old guy with the gray hair, like he about 70. I think he a billionaire. But anyway, this guy, he said he knows who's behind Bitcoin. And he said if you knew who was behind Bitcoin, he said when it comes out who behind Bitcoin, he said the shit gonna tank. He said, I know who behind Bitcoin. And you understand, but I believe they had, just like with marijuana, they had a chance to get behind closed doors, make out a deal, figure out a way how they can get their beat wet, so to speak. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you cool. But it was kind of funny that you said that. That's because not just Bitcoin, but you got these other coins out here that's causing ruckus too that other people create. Just like with Akon, he got a coin now. He got an A coin. You know what I'm saying? And that's for like
Yeah,
for
that's been out for a couple of years.
Yeah, but he got it now where it's going to be. You know, he got his whole city thing going right, and
yeah.
So that's going to be the currency there. It's going to be the A coin or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was just funny that you brought that up. That's
I think a future topic should be why are we as a people not traveling to, or are we afraid to travel to the motherland? Because I don't see a desire and the inclination. That's what we don't understand is our disconnect. I think that like something should be like if that was something that we like when the next election came and we was like, man, we want something as a group, that's something that we start asking for right now. Like we kick a movement off, like, man, we need to start sending our high schoolers back home. You understand? We need to start a connection, man. But see, them political things, them things that they really don't want unless they can control it and who they sending. You know what I mean?
But I believe that had to be something with us, because one thing about that is you building economics and that's one thing I kind of, you know what I'm saying, trying to dabble into a lot. So what's up, cuz?
Hey, so Austin.
What up, my nigga?
All right, so that's kind of your cue right there. Can you give
I mean, my phone. I mean, I really want to chime in on it, fam. But I'm like, as far as us traveling out there, man, it's from the people I talk to, man. You just got a lot of people who don't even desire that, man. I know people in Houston, bro, who ain't never even went to the other side of town, bro. You got a lot of people who are simple-minded and who are just comfortable in their space. You know what I'm saying? It takes a different type of person to pack up all their shit, fam, and just go overseas for a year, man. A lot of people ain't even about that. A lot of people can't even.
So on that note, give us a little bit of your experience.
My experience was great. I think everybody should at least go 4 or 5 days. I think my man's what he was sitting here saying on some Marshall Garvey note. Yeah, man, everybody should take a trip out there. I mean,
Yeah.
it should be a foundation or something where damn, when you're 18, we don't go backpacking across Europe. Nah, bro, we go backpacking across Africa. That should be just the
Absolutely.
black thing. That should be what we installing in our kids, installing in our ethnicity and our thought process. But as a people, bro, we're not there.
We're not close to
We-
thinking like that, man.
Still, when we talk about Africa, bro, parts of Africa ain't there, man. I mean, where I traveled at, I went through some dodgy places, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to do some
I
dodgy stuff
already know.
to move the way I moved. I mean, I paid off a couple border guards. You know what I'm saying? Across some border, interesting spots I'm not supposed to be at. But I mean, that's the game. You know what I'm saying? When you're finessing out there, but I mean, the world's so much more bigger. We have so many. I mean, when we get on this global note, when we talk about, hey, we want to finesse, we want to really get out here and make international moves, man. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. These white people don't come up here, man. They done made the game salty as fuck, bro. They done made the game so dirty. You go out there trying to buy raw materials and you trying to bring it out here on any type of note, man. You about to pay so many levies,
Fact.
so many income taxes. And I mean, it's one of them situations where, damn, to even be doing it right, you got to come up in there for like 2-3 mil. You know what I'm saying? Then you need to have $10 million in insurance to even do that $2-3 million deal. And I'm like, oh, yeah, who's doing mathematics like that? You know what I'm saying? And even if you are, do you want to take that gamble? Because now you're dealing with, oh, you might not get the paperwork right. You might be stuck with them. You got
And that money is non-refundable.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? But they do get it in though. You know what I'm saying? I definitely met some player people out there, but I mean, I would love for us as a nation, as black people, to be more connected, and it's definitely doable. And with Facebook, WhatsApp, all these messenger apps, it is the world's becoming smaller, so it's more able to. But man, I mean, it's just about. I mean, for us, man, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is going to be. As a father, I talk to my kids about it, and it's still that stigmatization. You know what I'm saying? We look at us as them and them as us, not understanding that at the end of the day, when these white cops pull us over, they just see black people. They don't care about where you're from. If you're from the West Indies, if you're from Detroit, if you're from Africa, if you from Honduras, you know what I'm saying? If you black, bro, they about to get you. If you look like you black, they about to get you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something I've seen and experienced in my journey of life, man, as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, I do agree though. Everybody should be trying to take that trip, man, for real.
Oh man, the trip is worth it though, man. I'm like,
I believe it, man. I know it's like a breath of fresh air, man, when you just even touch down over there.
oh man,
Hey,
it's
bro didn't even want to come back.
most definitely not. Most definitely not. But
Bro didn't even want to come back.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's not even about that whole I'm going out there finding myself type situation because it's like, man, yeah, they us. You know what I'm saying? We them. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's like they have so much history and they have so much culture that even as an American going out there, you're just in awe. It's hard to like they have a language that you can never. It's hard to understand. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do understand that one language, you took 10 years to learn that one language. That's just one language out of 13 that they speak in this country. You know what I'm saying? But it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's love. You go out there, it's nothing but love, man. All day, all day. Do that. But the jobs out there, man. If y'all got careers in right now, I was just on the internet. They just started the Eastern Trade Union. You ever had any piping and welding type of job, bro? You can go out there right now and get a job, man. It's like the currency exchange ain't gonna be the greatest, so you're not gonna go out there and become a millionaire. But if you just want to go out there, get some good money, see the world, hey, you know what I'm saying? There's other avenues besides the army, you know.
Most definitely.
Hey, that's a dope little statement. There's other avenues besides the army.
Oh yeah, real shit. Just doing it, man. Just finding them avenues and just doing it. You gotta have the balls to do it. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Absolutely,
Gotta
absolutely.
have
It take balls to even do that.
Hey, for real, bro. Like,
It take big ones. It take big ones to say I'm gonna go to a land that I've never been to. I'm
with
unfamiliar,
nobody
no
else.
relatives, no backing, and I got to use my intellect, my emotions. I got to have them under control, and I just got to be able to use my mental capacity, my thinking, my brain, because I'm gonna have to all type of things. I'm gonna have to talk to people. I'm gonna have to learn stuff on the fly. So yeah, I absolutely I tip my hat.
Hey,
Absolutely.
I have a question. I have a question that I never asked you
What up? What?
as your brother, but I want to know because this helps the pod. Uh, what was your smash rate per country?
Oh, bro. Damn, homie. It was horrible. It was terrible. I was a horror,
What?
homie. I was a super horror, bro. Let's not even get on
Oh
that.
no, that's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Okay. Okay. So
Bro.
what was your smash rate, bro? Like 2 per country, 3 per country? Like
how many countries did you visit?
I went to 18 altogether.
God damn, boy, you was glorified, my
That
nigga.
ain't nothing. It's 55, y'all.
I know, but
Yeah, I
shit,
know.
nigga, it's a touch that many. If some niggas only touch 1 or 2, nigga,
yeah,
you
I've touched 0, pussy.
But I went out there. You gotta understand. I backpacked it. Once I touched down in Africa, I didn't take a plane until quarantine. So I was
Yeah.
4
Hey,
months
he was like,
just
man,
on the
bro,
road.
he said I've been riding the dopest buses. I said, what?
Oh man, these cats in now the bus riding situation in Tanzania, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, there ain't nobody dropping cars like that, busting beats like that. Got a whole DJ in the back, and it's the city bus, bro. I'm like, oh yeah, Tanzania goes down, Kenya goes down. They live out there. But yeah, smash rate, bro, was at least about. Yeah, I was out there reckless, bro. I was out there doing the most, man. I can't even tell you numbers, bro.
Well, I would go out there and clean up.
If you
I
wanted
was
one
way more happy than you.
different every night, you could. You can do 3 or 4 every night if you wanted to.
You said what, fam?
If you wanted to do 2 or 3 a day, it's easy. That's nothing. But it wouldn't be just you hollering. Like, nah, it ain't that type of game. They're gonna spot you from a mile away. As soon as you open your mouth, think about, oh, you American, you got money. They're gonna straight be on that note, like, hey, give me some bread type shit. You know what I'm saying? You're a foreigner. That's how this is more, it's way less intimate connections and way more like some prostitute shit. That's what I'm like, yeah, if you want to really just get down like that, you could, but who just want to just trick off on hoes all day? That's not what's up. You know?
Hey, nigga, I'm a man,
I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I mean, they gonna if you go out there, you open your mouth, think about, oh, he American, he got money. I mean, that's the same shit anywhere go. That's anywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? Like you go from New York to LA, them cats, oh, you got a different swag. You got money. They trying to get you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Now,
fact.
that's it. You can go out there, you can finesse it, you can really meet some dope ones. There's some real beautiful queens out there who's gonna show you down, hold you down, love you, all that good shit. But
those are the ones I'm trying to stay away from. I have a life.
oh yeah. For just smash mission, I'm like, man, you can be stupid out there, bro. They got full life brothels out there, bro. Like,
nah, I don't want them.
Where you going, nigga?
I don't want them.
Yeah, I want to go to Uganda.
out there, it's like just
You
no
want to go where,
difference.
bro?
I want to go to Uganda.
Uganda's what's up, bro. Uganda, they speak nothing but English out there, so you ain't even got to worry about not speaking English.
Oh, you went to Uganda, cuz?
I touched it for a day or two. I touched it. I was really just on a boat, though. You know what I'm saying? I went across the Lake Victoria and bounced on that whole little tour and shit. You spend a day in each country, you know.
But yeah, like you said, you was there for a whole year. A whole year. You took 18 states, 18 countries. I mean, that make a lot of sense. You there for a whole year.
Months, it was lockdown though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So in lockdown out there is totally different than lockdown out here. Out here, I came back and looking at y'all back in the States. Like, how crazy. I've been used to you can't leave your house without a permit, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't walk down the street without a mask on. They tripping. They'll cane you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, he told me he seen a nigga get beat for no mask. I'm like, you lying.
Oh, what? What? You're like fucked up, bro.
They whipped his ass for no mask. That's crazy.
What, bro?
yeah.
They out there wrong with it though. That's crazy.
But
Yeah, anywhere
So-
outside of America is savage, though. I heard
I can
everywhere
believe it.
outside
I
of
can believe
America is
Hey.
ultra savage.
bro,
like, I'm gonna tell you the real one.
hold on. Before
I
you
went
say
to a
that,
beautiful country.
Oh.
Hold on. Go ahead,
hold
Cuz.
on. Nigga, did you see a lion, nigga?
I said, well, I saw a lion. Let me say this. I went to a reserve and I saw one. You know what I'm saying? It was reserved. The animal was hurt.
It's not like
he was
what
still
you
in his
think it is,
natural
bro.
habitat though, bro. That's
Yeah, never their natural habitat, bro. Let me just say
I'm just
it.
talking shit.
Yeah, but go ahead, bro. My bad. I just wanted to know.
Oh yeah, I mean, as far as the animal life out there, bro, it's the animal putting nothing on this shit. It ain't no, hey, you gonna go out there, you gonna see it the first day. Most of them safaris, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Safari costs like 10. You can probably get the cheapest one you might get is like 1,200 for like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? To go across Savannah. Safaris, you know what I'm saying? To have your guide, to have your gas, have your food and everything. That's not the most cheapest thing to do. But if you go to Africa, yeah, do that. Experience that shit. That shit worth it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so what did you do though, bro? Like,
Oh,
what did
yeah,
you
like I
do?
said, I did a tourist thing for maybe a
Not
week.
like,
And after that, I was on the corner.
yeah, no, like I'm talking about like the nightlife. Like, how was the? Did you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
like get out to the city and shit?
Hell
Like,
Like I
yeah.
said,
Hey, man.
what are you
Hey,
talking
that
about?
nigga called me one day. That nigga was sweating like a motherfucker. I was like,
so
hey,
yeah,
man,
like
how
how
you
was
at home, right?
how was the?
Listen, I did it for a week. Far as I'm gonna do the hotel thing. After that, man, I'm straight up in these streets, down in
Up in
Soweto,
there. That's
up
what
in
I'm
the
talking
hills of
about.
Cape Town, bro. Soweto stands for South Township. You know what I'm saying? Southeast Township. So there's a lot of them in every city. But either way, the Soweto be hood. I mean, they're not hood. They're beautiful. It's nothing but black communities, black music. Walking down the streets, down Darfur at 2:00 in the morning. I mean, it's live, man. I mean, if you treat people with respect, they're gonna treat you with respect. They see you just out here trying to have a good time, they're gonna show you a good time. They want you to go tell their people about it. But I'm trying to tell you, everywhere I went, love. When I was in Zimbabwe, love, bro. I'm talking about. Yeah, I had a couple touchy here and go situations. Like, when I was in Tanzania, that's a Muslim-based country, so they cool, they party, you know what I'm saying? But still, when you in Dar es Salaam, you know what I'm saying? You know that you hear the Islamic bells ringing, you know what I'm saying? You hear the call for your 5 prayers a day out there, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to move a little bit different with the drinking and with the smoking. But then they do understand that you're in a tourist spot. But once you leave them tourist spots and you go into the cities and you go into the villages and things like that, you got to move accordingly to where you at. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was pitting on Harash and covering up and all that. You had to
Hey,
do
you
all that.
never answered the man's question. You want
What's
to
up,
know
bro?
about the nightlife, bro.
Oh, the nightlife, bro.
Man, yeah, man, let that brother go, man. This is beautiful here and just
Hey,
all the
brother.
aspects of all this stuff,
Right,
man.
brother.
For
The
real.
My
nightlife,
bad,
bro.
OG.
The nightlife.
But
Let me tell you
tell us
this.
about the hoes. God
There's
damn.
nothing. There's nothing. It is
I
nothing
didn't
you've
even know
never,
word, but I
it's
was just
something
wondering.
you've never seen before, fam. It's something you've never seen before, something you've never experienced, from the music to the ears to the shaking to the dances, bro. It's out of this world. It's a world. It's a whole entire different world. Bro.
Okay, I
Hey,
got
what
one more
about this?
question.
What?
Hold on, brother man. I'm sorry. I got one more question.
Yes, sir.
If somebody was telling you I want to go to Africa, where would you tell them? And they only can go to like one spot, maybe two.
I like that question.
Where would they go? Like, where would you tell them to go?
If it's just you, homies, go to Cape
Yeah.
Town. Go to South Africa. South Africa, you got Durban, you got Cape Town. Those are 2 super party towns. Now, if you with your chick, you going on a relationship type shit, Tanzania, bro. You gotta go to Tanzania. I mean, Tanzania is clowning. I mean, don't get me wrong, King is dope too, but King is weird. You know what I'm saying? King is dope, but it's not necessarily the safest place to be at all times. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real
Yeah.
with you. South Africa though is genuinely cool. They gonna speak English. I mean, I didn't do East Africa, so I can't. I mean, I didn't do West Africa, so I can't tell you about Ghana, Nigeria. That's my next trip. But I can tell you about South Africa, Southern Africa, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's a good place too. You got Victoria Falls out there.
Uganda, Uganda, they got a dictator.
Uganda was dope. Like I said, I didn't get to do it big like I wanted to in Uganda, but for what I saw, what I got to see, I'm like, yeah, Uganda's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Rwanda too. Rwanda is supposed to be super off the chain. I mean, like I said, I got to touch it, but I didn't get to just do what I want to in that country. You know what I'm saying? But the passport, the vaccination thing, y'all were talking about vaccinations earlier, man, and that's the real question. When it comes to this passport deal, I mean, before you travel, you got to get your vaccinations, man. You're going to have to get yellow fever. You're going to have to get shots before you even enter a lot of these countries. They'll be waiting at the border with you. So then it's like, on that note, to enter a country, hey, I took the shots. I'm like, with COVID, if COVID becomes that way, will I not travel? Would y'all not travel?
That was my bad.
Up, bro.
That was my bad. Well, go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, that was a question to y'all.
What you say, bro? My bad. I didn't hear you.
If you mandated to get the shot in order to travel, are you still not going to get the shot?
Bro, like I said, I had to wait on that shot deal, man. I'll move around within the states, man. But when it comes to moving out of state, man, there had to be some time on that, bro.
Well, bro.
They trying to do that in the States too.
Yeah, they really trying to, for real. Right now, you can move around, but
Austin, bro, I gotta shoot your question down because those vaccinations that you got to go to those different countries have been around for a while. This is something totally different, G.
True.
Austin, did you take the vaccination?
No, I haven't yet, but I'm seriously thinking about it.
You seriously thinking about it? I mean, I was talking about it too. I had thought about it, but like I said, I just need more time on it, man. Like especially with the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm sitting here looking at. I watch international. That's all.
You breaking up, man? You breaking up?
Yo, we can hear your background, bro.
Huh?
We can hear your background, like you got some wind in there or something.
That ain't me, but yeah. But no,
that might be me. I'm in my car.
Oh, you in your car?
But nah, what I was definitely serious saying is like, man, you see what's going on internationally, bro. Hey, well, COVID's taking these cats out. That new hybrid they got out here, which I didn't even know was the shit.
With the European strain or some bullshit.
No, man, I'm saying this shit in India, bro. Man, this shit in India ain't no joke. The motherfuckers out there went partying and they dropping like flies. I'm like, whoa, bro. You know what I'm just saying, bro? They got some numbers out of this world right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, man, I be watching it, bro, and I'm just like, hey, we look at it, all the conspiracy theories aside, hey, this shit ain't no joke, man. I mean, all my old people is dead, so I ain't got no really I'm concerned with. But now I'm watching it, seeing young cats in their 30s falling off, cats in their 20s falling off. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, keep on with this shit. Yeah, man. I'm like,
yeah, that's why I can't be like an anti-vax because, like I said, this vaccines is proven to work, man. But like, I just want to see it work. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just. It's tough, man, because I was saying about the chicken pox and the measles and shit like that. Like when shit start getting mandated, then what? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna take it? You know what I'm saying? Or are you gonna try to just fall off the map or something like that? You know what I'm saying? So,
man, I thought about could it beast and all that other stuff, but on the other hand, it's like, man, hey, I don't trust these cats. Don't get me wrong, I don't trust these motherfuckers, but still, man, I'm like.
I ain't seen enough cases of places where there are not no COVID cases.
Huh?
What's up, OG?
I said I haven't seen enough cases because they not reporting enough on the places where there aren't any COVID cases.
See, that's what I'm saying. We talk about that, man. And it's like, and like, what news station do y'all watch? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's why I be seeing like, where y'all get y'all information at? 'Cause I'm like, for me, like, I don't spend time with CNN, ABC, Fox. I'm like, if it's not Al Jazeera or BBC, bro, I'm not even paying attention to it. And when you go to these, they're not playing games, bro. I've seen how, like, I was talking to hearing all my friends back in the States, and they talking about COVID vaccines and how the lockdown is. And I'm sitting back in South Africa, like, bro, y'all can actually, niggas is still going to the club, bro. Y'all niggas is going to clubs. Y'all niggas is drinking.
Hey,
Like, they
lockdown was a joke.
They banned cigarettes, bro. They don't play. They shut it down and they kept the numbers low because of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I see us now, and it's like, oh, man. As much as I be trying to say that shit ain't nothing, I be like, I just want to dismiss it. Numbers don't lie, bro. Deaths don't.
Numbers don't.
Yeah.
Hey, Aussie.
What up?
Hey, when you was in Africa and you said that after you know what I'm saying, did the hotel thing and you just hit the street, how many different random people's homes and stuff welcomed you in and you stayed the night there
Oh
and
man,
different things?
honestly, if I don't know, I was honestly, even in the States, bro, my personality, I get love like that. But you know what I'm saying? If I could have. Don't get me wrong, ain't nothing for free in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But I mean, everybody show love, fam. Everybody show love. Everybody. I had not one experience for somebody wasn't like they were making sure I was getting home. I had not one bad experience, bro. I had one dude try to test me, nigga. And I mean, one dude try to test me. Out of my whole trip, I got tested one time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit.
Hey, that nigga called me like,
Hey, that nigga phone was moving. His phone was doing this.
Nigga, that was at night when the elephant.
Like, I gotta get the fuck up.
That wasn't a human, nigga. That was an animal, nigga. Fuck what you talking about.
hey,
Straight up.
he said this nigga got a blow dart, cuz. I said, what?
Man, you talking shit now. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga ain't shit, man. But nah, I can believe that. But hey, that'll be pretty cool though, man. I mean, I think niggas with that personality anyway, man, get accepted by many. You know what I'm saying? To test by few. You know what I'm saying?
Most that.
Hey, that nigga do walk in all parties like, I'm here. They were like, who's that nigga? And then they find out.
They're like, all right, cool. This nigga, he cool nigga. You know
No
what I'm saying?
matter where I'm at, I'm feeling right at home, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing and a curse. I'm happy I'm able to move like that. I hope we all are able to. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, we all human, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna flex, but skip all that, bro. But man, get out there, man. See this world, man. I hope all y'all get y'all passports. Even if you don't go to Africa, bro. Go to the Caribbean. Go to the Dominican Republic. Go to Haiti, bro. Go to Jamaica, man. Go to Honduras.
Yeah, Mostly, I do plan on getting my passport.
You know what I'm saying?
I do plan on that, man. That's the next step.
Man, we got to get these passports. I let these motherfuckers. I'm a 2-time felon, bro. I every excuse in the world they told me I heard my whole life. Man, you want every bill to do this. You want every bill to make it. Skip that, bro. Against all odds, bro. Skip that.
Yeah, you done seen some shit, my nigga. Hey, that's an applaud by itself. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I ain't even tell them that. I wanted you to.
Oh, that's hey shit, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Man, I heard so much bullshit. People saying what you can't do because of your backgrounds, man. But more than anything, I be trying to tell people, man, just get out here and do it, bro. You only got one life to live, bro. And I'm like, how many times you gonna see the same? How many times you gonna go to LA? How many times you gonna go to New York? How many times I mean, even if you don't, how many, just see the world, man. Just get out here, man. Y'all travel in the state? Tell me y'all travel local.
I travel all through the states. I travel local through the states.
I ain't never been outside the country.
I just ain't been outside the country. That's the only thing.
Ain't been outside the country.
All right.
I've been in hella cities, you know what I'm saying?
My first thing I took me, my daughter, and her two sisters, the girl I was dating and her daughter, and we all crossed the border and went to Mexico. No, all we had was 2 IDs, no passports, none of that, bro. Just walked across the bridge, spent a good 48 hours out in Mexico tripping out. I'm like, man, yeah, bro. I'll be out here taking these chances, bro. But hey, they're these little tricks.
Everybody ain't with the Amber Alerts, nigga.
Hey, it's not an Amber Alert. It's you just go to the border. These little special little land borders you can cross, and they don't trip on you if you cross for 72 hours. It's just looking it up on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Find you little. If you out
asshole, bro.
I mean, that's the Texas thing. You know what I'm saying? You can do that out in your.
That's Texas for you.
That's Texas for you, bro. You know? Hey, these cats are crazy out here. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. But yeah, man, most definitely, man. We're just gonna go ahead and wrap this on up, man. We had a good conversation, bro. We're gonna go ahead and stand by. We're gonna have a little discussion.
Yeah, have a little backlog conversation.
Yeah, but hey, man, we appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. For y'all just coming in, man. New to the channel. If you're not, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, man, like button, all that, man. It's free.
Hey, drop that
help a brother out, man. Shit. Yeah, most definitely. Drop comments, man. We all appreciate it. We respond to them.
Please drop comments. Love it.
Yeah. We'll tune back in with y'all, but tune back in with us, though. You know what I'm saying?
Peace and love, though.
Yeah, peace to y'all, man. And we out.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Oh shit.